fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today with an exciting project. It's kind of an unboxing slash kitting up. I have received my drills that I ordered for one of my Heaven and Earth design canvases. It's called Pegasus and the Muses, and I will stick a picture over there of the artwork. And I ordered my drills from JadedGemShop, and I will put a link in the description below to her shop. So I ordered the drills for this particular Heaven and Earth Design Crown Jewel canvas. So basically, I just contacted her, said, here's the canvas with the link to the Crown Jewel canvas that I bought, and she did everything else. Now, she also does kit up services, but I actually like that part of it, so I'll be doing my own kit up. But as you can see, the drills come in baggies, they're marked, and so if you wanted to just work straight from these, you could. I don't work that way, so I'm going to be unboxing them, or kitting them up. So here's my first bag. I have 3 bags of drills. And these are what I'm going to need for my Heaven and Earth design picture. Oh, and there's a little sticker of it right in there. So I don't know if you can see that really well, but anyway, that's the painting that I'm going to be doing. Oh, there's a little candy in here too. Hadn't even noticed that. Oh, and a little tip. You guys, how awesome. Okay, so yeah, these are square resin drills. Jade is also a YouTuber. I think she used to do like cosplay or sewing before she got into diamond painting. So, but she does diamond painting now, and she sells the drills. And like I said, if you want to pay her to kit them up for you because you don't like doing that, then she has a service where you can do that. I like it, so I'm going to be doing it myself. So, because I don't work from these baggies, I was like, wait a minute, I need to make stickers for my containers. Forgetting that, duh, Heaven and Earth Designs, when you buy a crown jewel, they print stickers for you. Now, what they print for you is sort of this. I've already modified mine a little bit. So your stickers look basically like this. It's got the symbol on the canvas. It's got the DMC number, and then it actually has a color printed like it does on the inventory sheet. However, I'm going to be using my bottles, and having the color doesn't fit on my bottles very well. It made the stickers too large. So I just cut them off. And then because I cut them off, I was able to leave myself this little piece of backing that I can hang on to, and then I cut all of my stickers. Now, they are in black and white, which will be interesting because the canvas is actually printed in color. So I think it's going to take me some getting used to looking at that symbol on whatever color it happens to be. So yeah, that part will be interesting. And I have my inventory sheet here so that I can kind of go through and make sure that I have everything I need. I'm sure I do, but just to double check. Okay, so I have, I think, 90 colors in this. So I was originally going to use my Elizabeth Ward because I like that one, and it's something I can be very modular with, and I can set it up the way that I want. However, because I have 90 colors, that would basically mean I needed all of those small, tiny containers, and even then I wasn't sure that one tray would be enough. So what I decided to do instead was use 2 bottle cases. I've got a 60 and a 30, that's 90. And then if I have anything left over that won't fit into a bottle, then I'll just shove it in the top of the bottle cases and refill like I do with many of my other paintings until I get there. So I'm going to be using this 30 bottle case, and I'm going to be using my tropical 60 bottle case. So I'm going to, let's see, are these in DMC order? Oh, it looks like this is the first one. And what DMC is that? 501, and this one is 3371. Okay, so I think that's the order that I need to go in. So let me just open this and pull everything out. Okay, So here I've got my little sticker that has the picture, the artwork on it. A little too small for what I want to do, but I appreciate that being stuck in there so that, like, if I wanted to put these away, I would know that this is the kit that these drills were for. So that's nice. And then there's a little goodie bag in here, you guys. So some square AB drills, 5200 it looks like, and then some candy. So that's very cool. And then this awesome little gold angled single placer. So cool. Cool little extras on top of what I've already got. That's amazing. Okay, so now I've got my stickers ready to go. I've got my bottle cases ready to go. I've got my inventory ready to go. I think I'm ready. Okay. Let me pull some of these bottles out here. And I'm not sure who it was that noticed, maybe it was Ed, that this tropical bottle case is actually a little bit smaller. It's a little bit thinner, so the bottles fit in a little bit snugger than my other 60 bottle cases. But it is 60 bottles. I can get them all in there, so I'm good. Okay. So let me start. Let me find my first sticker here, and let me start putting on stickers. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit weird because the stickers are going to be in black and white, but the canvas isn't. You can get your canvas in black and white from Heaven and Earth Designs. I chose to get mine colored just because I feel like that's easier on my eyes. It just helps me miss less, I think, than doing it on a white background. My eyes are old like the rest of me, and I lose too many of the colors if it's not a color, kind of color coded. So, and like I said, if you like working from baggies, you probably could do this yourself. I mean, just work from the baggies like this. I just spill too much, you guys. You know, if you've watched the channel, I just spill too much. So I wish I was one of those people that could just work from baggies because it would make my life easier in a lot of ways. Things would go faster, but I just can't. I spend too much time picking up drills and not enough time diamond painting when I'm trying to work from baggies. So this is what I get to do. And, you know, I like this part of it. I like organizing the drill, so I don't mind that part of it. You know, kind of putting everything together. And plus then I know it's put together the way that I like and the way that makes sense to me. Because everybody wants to do it a little bit differently, you know. Okay. And I'm going to check these off as I go. And you can see she has put on here, let me get one that has colors in it. So DMC 156, I'm supposed to have 483 drills. That's what's on my sheet. And I'm going to trust that she knows, you know, by weight, how many are in here. I'm sure she doesn't count them exactly. What did somebody tell me? A half a teaspoon is 200 drills, roughly. So, oh my goodness, my phone is going crazy. Okay. It's a Diamond Art Club sale or something, you guys, and I'm not going to look because I'm not buying anything else yet. I'm trying so hard to be good and not spend any more money. I mean, my budget's pretty much blown anyway, but okay, so you can see this one. I only needed 400 and what did it say, 483 drills. That's what, a third of the bottle. So I need to mark these off as I go so I can remember where I'm going. I think I would get confused if I tried to do this from the what am I trying to say? The baggies anyway, because just looking at these, all of a sudden I was like, DMC 944, what happened to all the other one? But it's not DMC 944, it's 159 and there's 944 drills. So yeah, yet another reason why I shouldn't work from these bags. So they're nice bags though. And, you know, she has gone to the trouble of labeling them and everything. I mean, obviously, so you'd know what's what, but still. Okay, 159 and 160. So I'm excited to get started on one of these. I actually probably could have started on my mermaid one already. I think I have enough drills that I probably could have, but I just haven't. I've been working on other projects, and so the mermaid kind of got shoved to the back. This one, I know that I have all of the drills that I will need. So, and this one is quite a bit larger. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's probably about the same size as the mermaid one. The smallest Heaven and Earth one that I bought is the one that I'm going to end up doing last, I think, which is kind of funny. Okay, I don't know why I can't pour all of these out of here nicely, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Okay, get out of there, darn it. Okay. Just seems like I get down to that last few and it doesn't want to get out of there. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, so I've got all my Heaven and Earth design canvases hanging downstairs. I really want to order some more, but I've got some other things that I need to do first. So I want to finish my Summer with the Masters canvas. And I've got a couple of other projects that I just want to kind of get either done or mostly done before I move on to something else. And yeah, I have too many things going on, you guys. I am trying to get better about my diamond painting hours now that I'm not working and I am able to just kind of, you know, sit at home and diamond paint. I'm trying to make sure that I'm at least diamond painting as much as I was when I was working. I think for a couple weeks there, my brain was just kind of on vacation mode and I wasn't really doing a whole lot of anything. And, you know, you get busy doing other stuff. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's been like 2 or 3 days since I diamond painted anything. What am I doing? So it helps that my husband's been gone on a couple of storms. So I always get more diamond painting done when he's not here. Not that he interrupts or anything, just that, you know, for whatever reason, I just get more stuff done. Okay, 165. See, that's these Heaven and Earth designs. There's a whopping, I need a whopping 5 drills of this color. So you can see I obviously have more than I need. But yeah, some of these colors. That's why I decided to kind of kit it up in the bottles rather than kitting it up into my Elizabeth Ward, because yeah, this just seems, I mean, it kind of seems like a waste of a bottle too, but at least they take up less room this way than in the bottles than they would in my Elizabeth Ward. At least I think so. I could be wrong, but I mean, footprint wise, I think this one is, the 60 bottle case is smaller than my Elizabeth Ward tray, so. Oh, I should have just dumped it into the tray to begin with. I knew I was going to spill them. Even when there aren't that many. So, okay, I'm just going to pour these into the tray because there aren't very many of those. I need to go through this one and see what I have ABs for as well. Let's see if I want to add any ABs or anything else. It's a square kit, so that sometimes can be a challenge for me. I just don't have a lot of square ABs, although I'm trying to change that, so we'll see. See, that just doesn't work, does it? This has a bit of static in it, so let's see if I can get all of these into a bottle. Yes, I'm going to, but they are a bit staticky. Which is kind of funny because it's been really humid here. Our weather has just been crazy. We've had way more rain than we usually do. And, you know, it's always hot here during the summer, but, let's see, here you can see my bag of 310 is actually a bigger bag, and it's pretty darn full because I need 3,378 drills. I'm just marking off some of these colors as I go on my inventory sheet. 317, 319, 351, 355. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get all of these in one bottle, but I'm going to try. Probably not, but I'll get it full at least. Okay, so I got about half of them in there. And then I'll just lay that bag off to the side so that I know that's the one that I need to pull when I want to refill that bottle. It's been interesting here because of our crazy weather. My husband's already been called out. See, last week he went on 2 storm calls. He's already been on at least 1, and we'll probably get 1 more before the end of this week. So, and you know, it's kind of a, I don't know, bittersweet or something like that when he goes, because I miss him, of course, but it's good money when they can work a storm, so I mean, not great for the people who've had issues. I think that's one of the reasons he likes working storms. He gets a real kick out of people coming out and, you know, cheering and being all excited when their powers finally turn back on. So he gets a kick out of being the person to do that for them. So but, you know, must be, everybody wants a job that makes you feel good about yourself, right? I mean, I hope anyway. That's what everybody wants. Okay, let me pull some of these other bottles out here, empty ones, to get them ready. I took my son to get his hair cut, and we decided to stop for something for lunch on the way back. And so I was asking him, you know, what do you want? We can go here, 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 here. And at first he's like, well, I don't want Sonic. We eat at Sonic all the time. So I was like, that's fine with me. We do eat at Sonic a lot because it's one of the restaurants that's close to us. So of course, where did we end up going to? Even though we were in town and could have gone pretty much anywhere, we went to Sonic. He offered several places, including a sit-down restaurant, and he didn't want any of them. So Sonic it was. Then he was telling me, you know, we gotta eat at Sonic now because when we go to Canada, they don't have Sonic in Canada. At least if they do, they don't have anywhere we're going. So they do have some fast food, but not the ones that we have here. So it'll be interesting. Okay, let me cut this a little bit shorter. Let me throw some of my trash away. Okay, now what am I on? 351. Almost through the first bag. That's one of the things about these Heaven and Earth designs is even what they call their mini canvases are kind of big and lots of colors, which, you know, is the reason that people like them, because the bigger they are and the more colors they have, the better they look, right? That's just how it works in diamond painting. Okay, 355, that's the last one I have marked. So I will mark those next 4. And then we can move on. Look at that. I got all of those in there without spilling them. Go me. Okay, so there's that one. So what have I got here? I've got 367, 402, 414, and 436. Okay. I really do wish I could work from bags when I get to a project like this, but I just can't. I know I can't. I've tried it. It doesn't work. Like I said, I end up spending more time picking up spilled drills than I do getting anything else done. And that's not what I want to spend my diamond painting time doing. I keep thinking to myself that I'm going to, at some point, you know, get enough diamond painting trays with lids that I can kit up directly into trays. But I haven't worked out the logistics of how I would store all of them. I don't have one of those fancy tower cabinet type things. So, not sure what I would put them in. And because I tend to do paintings, bigger paintings that have a lot of colors. And, yeah, so a little bit more investment from me, I think, before I'm at that process. So, and that may be something that waits until after we move as well. So, you guys, I'm kind of getting excited. My husband and I have been looking at properties both in Maine and in Canada, trying to decide what we want to do. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to just move wholesale into Canada, but if we move to Maine, we could split our time, which there's benefits to that as well, and we just haven't kind of made up our minds yet which we're going to do. So, but I think we're all to the point where we're ready to go. It's so hot here, and my husband works outside, so you know, he's ready to ready to not work in this heat. Okay, so here's my second sleeve of drills. Let me just pull out some. Obviously that one needs a lot. Okay, so let me do all of those and then we'll see where I get. So 501, let me mark these. Let's see. 501, 520, 550, 554, 647, 701, 703, 704. Okay. I'm almost down the first page of DMC colors. That will be exciting. Okay. Look at that. I've got all of those in there. Okay, let me gotta put more stickers on things. Yeah, I'm gonna be really curious to see how this goes for me with these being black and white stickers and the canvas being colored. I mean, I'd like to say it won't make any difference, but like I said, my old eyes, I bet it does. So I'm gonna have to be careful. Of course, there's also the bonus here of a lot of these, like some of these colors I'm getting ready to kit up, there are not, ooh, I missed cutting those. How did I miss that? It came off all in one piece. Okay. Get these on. Anyway, some of them, they're not very many colors or very many drills of each one. So I normally work in sections. I will section off my canvas with my release papers, and then I will work in sections just to kind of break it up for myself. I am, what someone told me the other day, someone said they were a drill chaser, and I didn't understand what they meant at first. And it's one of those where, you know, you don't have it blocked off and you're working on a color and you see a color, oh, well, there's one over here and one over there, and I'll just do all those. And before you know it, you've chased that color all over the canvas. And yeah, so I find it personally much easier just to section them off so that I'm not doing that. And so, you know, the concept of like, for instance, because how many of 550 do I need? There's 77 drills. You know, do I go in and stick on all 77 and then I know I'm done with this color? If I didn't have as much storage as I do, and I needed to be much more careful with what I kitted up and what I didn't, then I might be tempted to do that. I know there's other people that I've seen too that say they basically do it like a printer or a typewriter, where they just, you know, whatever the first row is, they go all the way across whatever colors those are. I could do that. I feel like that would take up even more time than the way I do it currently, which is to section it off, because I just feel like doing it that way means that you touch, you know, your bottles and things way more often than you need to. I mean, I'm sure people could say the same thing about me and the way that I do it with my sections, but, you know, I feel like at least I'm dividing it into sections, and just doing like literally maybe one drill at a time, I feel like that would make me nuts. But, you know, everybody's different. So if that's the way that, you know, you diamond paint and that's what you're comfortable with, then you should do whatever makes you the most comfortable. Because we're all here to have fun and enjoy ourselves, right? This shouldn't be something that makes you stressed. I think that's, I think it's easy to get burnt out on, even when it's a hobby, you know, because there's just, well, if you're approaching it as a hobby, maybe it's not as big of a concern, but I know I've seen people who, you know, are trying to do a bunch of events, or they're trying to do some really big canvases, and it just seems like from some of their posting that they're more stressed than anything. And I think to myself, well, if, you know, if you're just stressing yourself out, why are you doing this? Like, the point of my diamond painting, for the most part, is not to stress myself out. It's to give me something to do to relax. Now, having said that, because I do have the YouTube channel and things, it's not always all fun and games. I get that. But I'm also trying to remind myself that, you know, even with the YouTube channel, this is a hobby. This is not, you know, I'm not performing brain surgery. You know, no one's life is in my hands if I make a mistake. It's all good, right? It's relaxing. That's what I want it to be. Okay, so I know I only have enough bottles for my 90 colors, and I'm not going to get those all in there. So that's just going to be all I get in there, and then the rest of them can wait in a baggie until I can get more space in the container for them. That might be, like I said, if you were trying to, you know, if you don't have very much storage, like go through and do all of these drills, and then this container is ready for a different color. If you only had, for instance, one bottle case, or you had a limited number of containers. Not all of us are lucky enough to be able to just buy whatever we want when it comes to hobbies. So if you are that lucky, take a minute and appreciate that, because yeah, not everybody is. You guys, There's that symbol that everyone makes fun of. It's a candlestick and a candle holder. I thought that was funny. I first saw that one when I was working on my Diana canvas. Because, you know, when you get, what did Diana have? 250 colors. When you get to that point, you know, I'm sure you're probably struggling for symbols as a company. Although I still do wish, okay, I've only got 2 left, so I'm going to go ahead and just finish this one. I still do wish that, you know, diamond painting companies would be consistent and like just settle on what your color scheme is and your symbols that you're going to use, and then be that, you know, use that consistently. It would be a lot less work for people who diamond paint pretty consistently. Let's see. I forgot to mark those off. 722, 727, 38, 54, 75, 79, 94, 801. Okay, so that's going to be page 1 all marked off. So if they were always, you know, the same symbol was always the same DMC number, I mean, I get why it wouldn't work out that way, but if you could do that, I don't think it would be that difficult. Maybe it has to do with how they're manufactured, and the Chinese companies do it differently for every company, so they want to just do it differently for everybody, maybe. I don't know. That way they're not trying to keep track of, oh yeah, Diamond Art Club wants this, Diamond Painting Shop wants that, Craftably wants this, whatever the case may be. So, especially if you're doing things, you know, in-house, then why wouldn't you? Because it would make things so much easier. So like, for instance, with Diamond Painting Deutschland, I didn't keep them kitted up, but I could have kept all of the symbols and just the DMC numbers like this for when I did Diana, and left them that way for when I do my other Diamond Painting Deutschland, because all the symbols, now I don't have all the exact same colors in each painting, but if I did have the same color, they were the same symbol. So what did I do? Oh, I got that one out of order. That's what I did. 779. Pretty sure not all of these are going to fit in there because I've got 4,600 drills. But I'm going to pour enough in there to fill up the jar. And then again, I will just put this aside so that when I need to fill up the container, I've got the drills laying there. Okay, I've only had to do that with 3 colors so far. That's actually less than I thought I was going to. Okay, so let me grab these. So 794. I'm going to dump these in the tray. And then 801, and then I need to switch to my next inventory page. Guys, it is so hot outside right now, and I can hear someone outside mowing the lawn in this heat. They must be crazy. Or it's a lawn service and they're getting paid for it. But, man. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to cut lawns out in this heat. Okay. I think I'm just going to leave that. I don't have very many more in here, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that for this particular color. Okay, let me pull some more bottles out here. Those all have stickers on them. Whoops, part of the foam came with that one. Okay, so, whoops, let me throw those away. Let me move to the next sheet. Okay, so what have I got here? I've got 819, 823, 842. Okay. I'm only about halfway through this particular bag. We did manage to get our air conditioner serviced. It's still warm in the house, even with the air conditioner running, because it's hot in here under all these lights. And it's not completely fixed yet. So, I mean, it is working enough that it's cooling the house. So, you know, it's good enough for now, but they need to come out and do some other work. So, not thrilled, but what can you do, right? Gotta have air conditioning. It has been between 95 and 105 for the last 2 or 3 days here. So, yeah. Occasionally we get a break. We'll get some storm clouds that move in. But like, we had a storm a couple of days ago, and it's supposed to be ping pong ball sized hail was what they were saying. Okay, let me mark these off. 890, 902, 921, whoops. That says 932. I need 922. Okay. Supposed to be ping pong ball sized hail. And so, you know, I'm watching outside. Do we need to go to the basement? Are the cars going to be okay? And it got really dark at our house and the wind blew really hard for about 5 minutes. It rained for literally about 5 minutes and then it was over. We never got any of the weather that they were talking about, which, you know, I'm grateful that we didn't get the hail, but you know, the rest of it was like, okay, we could have used some cooling off and used some of that rain. That would have been okay. Okay, I think the rest of these will fit in here. Okay. Ooh, getting close to being done with this 60 bottle case. All right, so moving on to my second page of stickers. Let's see if I managed to cut all of them this time or if I missed one. And if I can keep them in order so that I don't confuse myself, because that would be very like me. Okay. Make sure I'm keeping the numbers in order here. Otherwise, I'm going to confuse myself. All right. Okay, so I'm going to lay those out of the way. So 921. It's not very many, so I'm going to dump these in here. Kind of curious to see the quality of these drills. I mean, I've seen, everybody that I've seen that's ordered from her says they're really good. So crossing my fingers, because that would make me really happy, because I do plan to do more heaven and earth designs. That's something else I'm debating. It's like, do I want to kind of, you know, even though I've been trying to kind of de-stash things, do I want to go ahead and get some things now while I'm still in the States, and then I can take it with me to Canada so that I don't have to pay shipping? You know, I'll just have a pod full of nothing but diamond paintings. That'll be cool, right? Okay, 930 and 932. And then I will pull out the second half of this second sleeve of drills. Come on, get in there. I think I need to go wipe my tray with a dryer sheet to keep it from sticking. You guys, there's no 939 in this painting. I'm just looking ahead a little bit and there's no 939. How did I manage that? I've got 310 and 3371, but no 939. I thought it was like a rule. Every diamond painting had to have those 3 colors. Okay, let me dump the rest of these out. Okay, so all right, so I've got 934, 38, 51, 61, 77, and then 3031. Okay, I'm gonna throw these bags away. Okay, 934. Oof, that one's pretty full. Don't think I'm gonna get all of them in this little container. Nope. Okay, yeah, that one was pretty full. Okay, 938, same way. Don't know if I'm going to get them all in there. The rest of them I think I can get all in one, except for 3031. And then I should be moving on to the second bottle case. So we'll see. And I'm hoping I counted this right, and I do actually have 90 colors. Assuming I still know how to do math. Okay. And 961. Gonna dump these in the tray. Okay. $961. Okay, now I need more stickers. You guys, I'm so conditioned to doing this. All of a sudden I'm like, oh my goodness, I have so many colors left and only this many bottles. Yeah, I have another case sitting here, but I'm like looking at the bottles going, oh no, I'm gonna run out. I knew that. Some days my brain is an interesting place. Okay. Okay, 977. Okay, so the next 2 I have marked off already, so I can just go ahead and pour and then finish this sleeve. Okay, now this next color, I don't think I'm going to get all of it in the bottle. It is pretty darn full. So just going to put in what I can, but I think the rest of them I can get all in there. So we'll see. Okay, so I've got that one straggler. Okay, I'm on the last row for this particular bottle. Okay, let me mark these. 4272 3328 4550. Okay. I'll just dump these into the tray. And then put them in here. I'm really excited to start this. I've got 2 other big projects I want to finish first, but I am excited to actually get started on a Heaven and Earth and see how it goes. I want to order a blank canvas from them and do some charting and stuff, but yeah, we'll see. All the paintings I really want to do are huge, and while that's cool, I like doing huge paintings, I feel like it takes me so long that then I'm left with kind of no content for the channel, because it takes me so long to do them. I mean, unless literally every single thing that I did was a whip and chat, and I think that would be boring, so. I've actually considered getting some paint by numbers and seeing if I liked that. I have a paint by numbers painting that my grandfather did. My grandfather was ill when I was a child. He had Lou Gehrig's disease, and so he wasn't really up and around when I was little, and he passed away. Well, I think I was 10, 9 when he passed away. But he did, you know, up until then, he had been a very active person, and he had done a paint by number of Da Vinci's The Last Supper, and I still have it. And so it was like, you know, I like painting. I used to do all kinds of paint crafts and everything with my grandmother. Okay, 3371061221. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this will be another one. I'm not going to get all of it in there, but got quite a bit of it in there. Okay. All right, 3 bottles for this one left, for this 60 bottle case, and then I will switch over to the 30 bottle case and finish up and hope that I actually have enough and that I counted everything correctly. Okay. Guys, I think I should count up how many whips I have going on, because it seems like every time I kit up something else, I mean, I don't count it as a whip until I've actually laid down a drill. So I have a couple that I have kitted up, but I haven't actually done anything with them yet. So I don't really consider them whips. But I have way more things kitted up than I am comfortable with. And I think that's part of my stress is I feel like I need to get everything done. I got to paint, paint, paint so I can move on and do the next thing, you know? Okay. So let me cut this off to make that a bit shorter. All of these can go in the trash. One of them missed. I'll get that in a minute. Okay. So what I have left is this sleeve. So I've still got some colors there. I've got this many colors left, but I have the first bottle case finished. So you can see here, I've got all these colors. These are all extras of colors that are in here. So these are all going to go in this pouch to be closed up and set aside so that I know those are done. I'm going to go grab the other bottle pouch or bottle case, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay guys, I'm back. Let's keep going. 2243464770. Okay. I had to ditch my sweatshirt. It was getting so hot in here. Like I said, even though our air conditioning is working in here under the lights, it just gets super hot sometimes. Oh, the trials and tribulations of having a YouTube channel, right? Maybe someday I'll have like a fancy studio where I can have like fans running, but you know, really good equipment so nobody can hear them. Or maybe you just sweat. Is that how it works? You just sweat under all these lights? You guys can't see me sweating, but you know what I mean. Okay, 3722. Okay, so these are all bottles from my 30 bottle case. So let's see if I have enough. Okay. One down. 37, 43, and 46. I don't have very many drills at all. Oops. Those two need to get out of there. Come on. There we go. Okay. 37, 46, as you can see. Also, I don't have very many. There's a lot of really interesting colors in this one. I mean, there seems to be like a pretty good gamut of pinks and blues and peaches and mauves and purples and yellows, and should make for an interesting picture. Although I don't see a ton of white, so I wonder what color the Pegasus is going to be. He's going to be some of these peachy colors. Okay, 3770. I'm going to dump that one too. And then I need to mark them off on my inventory sheet again. Whoops. I almost spilled that. Did you see that, you guys? I almost had those everywhere. Come on, get down there. I should have wiped off my tray with a dryer sheet, like I said, while I was on break. Okay. 7173 7678 8187. Okay. Make sure I'm putting these in the right place, because that would be terrible if I ended up with the wrong color on the wrong symbol. Not that it would be the first time, but I do try to avoid it, because I know I have extras, but I still don't want to waste them pulling them off, because I always hate pulling them off and then putting them back on the canvas. If I can pull them off and put them, like I'm in a section where I have some of the wrong color and I can just pull them off and then stick them back on where they actually go, then it's okay. But if I have to pull them off and then they get sticky while they're back in the bottle, I don't like that. Okay, I couldn't get all of them in there, but that's okay. 3776. You guys, somebody's out driving their hot rod on the street. I hope you can't hear that. I'm getting too old. I've become that get off my lawn person. It's like, it's the middle of the day. Shouldn't you be in school? Oh yeah, it's summer. So, okay. Now I need more stickers. I'm getting close to being done. Don't have too many more stickers on this row. Although I keep knocking the bottles over for some reason. Okay. My son and I were talking today about vacations. When I was a kid, we took exactly one vacation with my family. We loaded up in an RV that was much too small for the 5 of us, and my parents took us to the Grand Canyon and back. And we never went on another vacation. Now, I know some of that was financial, but my father, that's where I get my hermitage. My father was not, well, I say he wasn't a people person. He's an introvert like me. He needed time to recharge his batteries. He was better than me at being social with people. He was much better at reading people than I am. But he didn't enjoy it, and he definitely needed time to recharge his batteries. So we never went on another one. So my son and I were talking today because we didn't go vacation much as a kid. I mean, so literally that was the only time that I had ever been out of my home state. And we went to the Grand Canyon, but then we went on to Utah to see some relatives. So it was kind of a working vacation, even though, you know, as kids, I think I was 10, 11 at the time. We didn't know that, but it was. And we didn't go anywhere else. So literally, I never traveled anywhere else until after I got married. And we went to Vegas a couple of times, and we took a trip out to California, and we went down into Tijuana. But that's the only time I'd ever been out of the States. So it wasn't until I traveled to Canada that I had been out of the States. So with my kids, I wanted to, that was $37.99. Forgot to mark that one off. So this is 031822303435. Ooh, and that is the end of page 2, you guys. I'm getting close to being done. That's one of the reasons I wanted to take my kids on vacations, was because I never went anywhere as a kid. So we were talking about the various vacations that we've taken. My oldest has been to Washington, D.C. twice. My youngest has been once. We went to New Orleans, which I loved. If it wasn't for the humidity, I would live in New Orleans, but it is much too hot for me. And I mean, it's one of those, you know, we would get up in the morning, shower in the hotel, you would walk outside, and 5 seconds after you walked outside, you needed another shower. I cannot live that way. So, went to New Orleans, DC. We went to San Antonio. My son tells me, all I remember that is the Alamo, and it was boring. And I was like, well, he was like 10. Yeah, it probably was boring, but, you know, at least he can say he's seen it. I liked the Riverwalk in San Antonio much better than I liked the Alamo. So even though there were a gazillion people on the Riverwalk, it was fun. I think we went to SeaWorld while we were down there as well. And we've been to Dallas. Went to... So we're talking about what he remembers, right? We went to the book depository and did that whole tour and everything. What does my son remember? That? Nope. He remembers that we went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. That's what he remembers from that trip. Not sure if that was Dallas or San Antonio, but he remembers it being Dallas and I don't remember, so it could be. Oh, and we took a trip up to Chicago. We forgot that one when we were talking about it. We went up to Chicago and then came back via St. Louis. So we stopped in St. Louis. So we went up in the St. Louis Arch, and we did all the touristy things in Chicago. I like Chicago too. If I was made of money and I could live downtown in Chicago, I would live downtown because it was awesome. Lots of stuff to see and do. We went down to the Navy Pier. We went to the observatory. We went to the aquarium. We did all kinds of stuff while we were there, and it was awesome. I love Chicago. Okay, 3836. Oh, I'm ready for my last page here. Let me switch these. Look, you guys, this is how close I am to being done. Woohoo! So 3836, 385354. Okay, just gonna dump these in here. Find the right bottle. Okay. Anyway, you know, I was telling him, he's like, well, I don't remember this. He really doesn't remember much of DC either. He's like, I remember walking through a park. And I was like, you mean the Korean and Vietnam memorials. Is that what they were? I'm thinking, I mean, you know, I'll cut him some slack. He was like 7 or 8 when we went, so I'm sure it didn't have the impact on him at that age as it did on me as an adult, but we went to the archives and the Lincoln Memorial. I've never gotten to do the Washington Monument. I'd like to go back and do that someday. Saw the Jefferson's Memorial. We took that second trip to DC. We took a tour bus, a double-decker tour bus, guided tour kind of thing. The guy that was the tour guide was hysterical. We had so much fun. We laughed so hard. He was really awesome. Okay, so I need stickers. Let me see. 56, 58, 60, 61. Okay. Let me put stickers on all of these. Guys, I'm getting so close to being done. Oops. Completely missed. Ooh. Okay, so that's good to know. I hadn't cut any or pulled anything off until now. These are probably not removable, which means I'm going to have some residue when I pull them off of the bottle cases, but that's okay. He's going to get them all on there. These ones I think I left a little bit too long, so they're overhanging a little bit, but that's okay. Or they're just right. That one's overhanging a little bit. It's all good. Okay, so done with all the stickers. Yay. Okay, 3856. See if I can get the rest of it in here. And I did have enough bottles. I did count right. So go me. Yay, I can add or multiply. Get out of there. Okay. Oops. Okay. 3856, 3858. I don't think all of these are going to go in there. When we went to the aquarium when we were down in Dallas too, that one was really interesting. Because part of where the fish are is like, it feels like it's in a basement. So that was a little bit weird, but it was fun. Never did make it to the zoo in DC either. I wanted to do that. The first time we went to DC, we took a helicopter tour, and then we took a nighttime limousine tour. But that trip, my daughter was 18 months, so it was a little easier to do some of that stuff. You know, we could, in the limo, she just slept. So that part was a little bit easier. Flying was not easier with her. That was a trip and a half whenever we had to take her. And of course, you know, everyone loves to make horrible faces at you when you're traveling on an airplane with a baby. As a person who's done that, let me assure you, whoever is traveling with a small child is hoping just as much as you are that the child is not going to be a demon on the flight. Doesn't always work out that way. I mean, my daughter was a good baby, but, you know, when you're talking, you get up there and, you know, they're little. You can't tell them chew a piece of gum to pop your ears. All they know is that their ears hurt. Or it's really loud and noisy and they don't understand all the people, all the noise, all the turbulence. So sometimes an airplane is just the easiest way to get where you're going. Sometimes it's the only way to get where you're going. Okay, I think these last two I'm going to be able to get in the bottles, so I'm not going to have any leftovers from these last colors, which is amazing. So I have actually way less leftovers than I thought I would. Ooh, quite a bit of static in this color. Okay, let me throw those away. these in here. Come on, get in there. I know you're staticky, but you still need to get in there. Come on. Okay, one straggler. All right, done. Okay, so I have marked off all of them on my inventory sheet. I have all of the colors that I was supposed to have. I have some extra white ABs. I have all of the rest of the colors kitted up now. I'm going to throw these along with the white ABs. You know what, actually, I really don't, I have this off-white. I don't have any white. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them with another project that I do have white ABs. So if I want to have extra there, I can. I've got my extras for this batch of colors shoved in here. And now I am ready to go. I have everything kitted up for my Pegasus and the Muses. And now I can start diamond painting. So cool. So there you go, guys. My drills from JadedGemShop along with the kitting up so that I am ready to go and I can start working on this canvas. So be looking for that. That will show up in either a whip and chat somewhere, I'm sure, or something. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for joining me. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.